Have you ever felt like you had to hold it all together, even when everything inside you was falling apart? Like you had to smile when you wanted to cry, or say, "I'm fine," when you were anything but? We live in a world that praises strength, confidence, and positivity, but sometimes what we really need is permission to not be okay. Let's get one thing straight. Being human means feeling, and not just the good stuff. Sadness, anger, fear, confusion, they're not flaws. They're signals. They're the mind and body's way of saying, "Hey, something's going on here. Pay attention." But when we try to suppress those feelings or shame ourselves for having them, we don't heal. We just get stuck. Maybe you were taught that showing emotion is weak, or that you should be grateful instead of sad, or that being strong means pretending nothing bothers you. But real strength? It's not pretending. It's being honest with yourself, with others. It's saying, "I'm hurting right now," or "I'm overwhelmed," and allowing that to be true without apologizing for it. Sometimes we fear that if we let ourselves really feel, the emotions will drown us. But the opposite is usually true. Emotions don't want to control us. They just want to be heard. When you allow yourself to sit with what you're feeling without judgment or resistance, something powerful happens. The emotion begins to move. It softens. It shifts. It passes. And here's the thing. There's no timeline for feeling okay again. Healing doesn't follow a calendar. You don't have to bounce back in a week or get over it because someone else says it's time. This is your journey, your pace, your process. So if you're feeling off or low, or just tired in your soul, it's okay. You don't need a big reason. You don't need to explain it. Your emotions are valid simply because they exist. You're allowed to not be okay today and still be hopeful for tomorrow. What can you do right now? Start by acknowledging the feeling. Say it out loud or write it down. "I'm feeling anxious. I'm feeling lost. I'm feeling tired." Then ask yourself gently, "What do I need right now?" Maybe it's rest. Maybe it's a deep breath. Maybe it's a friend's voice or a walk outside. Listen to that inner voice. It knows. Give yourself the same compassion you'd offer someone you love. Would you tell a friend to get over it or to stop crying? Of course not. You'd hold space for them. You'd remind them they're not broken. So do the same for yourself. Be soft. Be kind. Be patient. The truth is, it's okay not to be okay. But it's not okay to keep pretending you're fine when you're hurting. You deserve space to feel, to process, to breathe, and eventually to heal. If this message brought you a moment of peace, consider subscribing to this channel. Not because we have all the answers, but because sometimes hearing "me too" is exactly what we need. You're not alone. You're not too much. You're not falling behind. You're simply human, and that